Hello, friends. I'm Caitlin, your friendly yogi. And if you've been wanting to do some chair yoga, this is the video for you. All you need is your chair, making sure your chair is at a comfortable height for you so that you can plant your feet flat on the ground comfortably. Maybe a yoga mat underneath your chair if you're on a slippery surface like wood floors or vinyl. I'm on carpet, so I'm all set. And feel free to pause the video to gather these things, and when you're ready, we'll begin. We'll begin with a short body scan to make sure we're in a good position to start today's practice. Feel free to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Both feet planted flat and firmly on the ground, toes pointing forward. Feel free to rest your hands on your thighs. Feel your hips sinking into your chair, your spine extending up from your hips all the way through the crown of your head towards the ceiling. If you aren't already, you can begin to slowly take deep breaths in and out. Feel your stomach, your sides, and your back expand as you inhale. And try to make your exhale longer than your inhale. One more deep breath here. Slowly, you can begin to flutter your eyes open. As we come into our first pose, feel free to grab gently the right side of your chair and tilt your head to the left, continuing to breathe deeply, feeling a nice side stretch in the side of your neck. Maybe you part your lips slightly, relaxing through your jaw. On your next inhale, you can raise the head up back to center. Releasing the right hand and grabbing the other side of your chair with your left, we begin to tilt our head to the right. Deep breaths in and out. On your next inhale, you can raise your head up once again, back to center, releasing the left hand. Right arm swings up towards your side and across the chest, grabbing it gently with your left elbow. Nice shoulder stretch here as we continue to breathe deeply in and out. Feel free to gaze to the right over your shoulder. And if it's not already, feel free to gaze straight ahead, back to center. Release the arms down. Switching sides, left arm swings up to your left, and then across the chest, grabbing it with your right elbow for our shoulder stretch. Again, feel free to stay here, continuing to breathe deeply, or you can turn your gaze to the left. On your next inhale, if you're not already, begin to gaze in front of you towards center and release the arms down. Hands can rest gently on top of your knees. On our next inhale, we swoop the chest up and forward, creating a slight arch for seated cow. And as we exhale, begin to round through the back and shoulders, tucking your chin, seated cat. Another inhale, coming into seated cow, taking your time, following your own breath. And exhale, seated cat. Continue to take your seated cow and cat poses at your own pace, following your own deep inhales and long exhales. One last round, inhaling for cow, exhaling for cat. And when you're ready, we'll meet in a neutral position. From here, we grab the back of our chair with our hands, shining our heart up and forward towards the sky. Deep inhale, seated cobra, allowing the shoulders to drop down. And slowly on the exhale, you can release. From here, if you need to, feel free to scooch forward slightly on your chair, widening your legs far apart, coming into goddess pose. Hands resting gently on top of your knees and thighs. We inhale, finding extension through the spine, sitting up nice and tall, feet firmly planted, pointing at about 45 degrees either side. On the exhale, you're going to drop your right shoulder down, left shoulder comes back, gazing to the left. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, left shoulder drops down, right shoulder comes back as we gaze to the right for a seated twist. Inhale back up to center. From here, we'll step the left foot back ever so slightly, pointing the toes again to the left, turning our right heel back, Straightening through our right leg. Arms come up to your sides, nice and straight for seated warrior two. Deep inhale here, stretching through your fingertips. And as you exhale, left forearm can rest on top of your thigh, and right arm can swoop up and over your head for extended side angle. Rooting down through that back right heel, feeling totally and completely supported. Stretching through those right fingertips. Should feel a lovely side stretch. Big inhale here. Long exhale out. On your next inhale, we'll windmill the arms back up into warrior two. And releasing the arms down, right knee bends back out into our goddess pose. Both hands on your knees. Deep inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, left shoulder drops down, right shoulder comes back for a twist. Inhale, sitting back up. And exhale, right shoulder drops down, left comes back for a twist. Inhale back to center. Right foot steps back ever so slightly, toes pointing to the right. Turning your left heel out and back, straightening through that right leg. Arms come up for warrior two. Really stretch through your fingertips, both in front of you and behind you. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we rest our right forearm down on top of our thigh. Left arm sweeps up overhead for extended side angle. Rooting down through the back left heel, reaching through your left fingertips, feeling a lovely side stretch. Deep inhale here. And long exhale out. On the next inhale, we'll slowly windmill the arms back up into our warrior two. Before releasing the arms, turning the left knee back out into our goddess pose. Begin to heel toe your feet back to center, about hip width apart, toes pointing forward. And we'll allow the right ankle to rest on top of the left thigh. Deep inhale, sitting up nice and tall. On your exhale, we're going to forward fold slightly to the left, so over your right foot. Continuing to breathe deeply. On your next inhale, you can slowly come up back to center. Release the right foot to meet the left. Switching to the other side, left ankle on top of your thigh. Deep inhale. And on the exhale, forward fold over your feet towards the right. listening to our bodies today. If you feel like that is too much, always feel free to come back up to center. And maybe this is where you're at today. Totally fine. Just make sure you're listening to your body today. One more deep breath here. And on your next inhale, if you're not already, you can slowly come back up to center, releasing the left foot to meet the right. Big inhale here as arms come up overhead, really reaching towards the sky. And on the exhale, begin to float down, forward fold over your knees, allowing the hands and the head to dangle. Lips parted softly, relaxing through the jaw. We'll be here for a few deep breaths, absorbing today's practice. Slowly, when you're ready, begin to tighten your core for support as you slowly roll up, gliding your hands on your shins, your knees, and your thighs until the last thing to roll up is your neck and head. Awesome, my friends. Thank you for taking this time for yourself and allowing me to guide you through today's practice. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like this video, and if you'd like more, feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.